Hey guys, we're going to do a little bit of demonstration and do's and don'ts for land. You got swords, which I'm wearing right now, and then you have spears, which I'll go over in a little bit. Your swords give you higher survivability rates, but do a little bit less DPS due to lack of a buff called Fury Infusion, which you'll see in the spear part. The reason why swords have higher survivability is your slip dash, which, as you rank it up, grants you more and more invincibility frames while you're dashing. You also get, well, slip dash is just one dash, and then you get another one called nimble dash later on, about level 14, which gives you a second dash. It's basically essentially the same thing, just a little bit shorter of a distance, but not by much. And then you go into your movesets for your swords. Both swords and spears will always have the normal moveset of 1 light attack, smash attack, and then 2, then 3, then 4, then smash attack for your light attacks versus smash. So you have light attack, smash attack for the first one. This one has 2 smash attacks linked to it for the smash, which gives you 2 chances to proc Gliding Fury, which is a dash forward, does a tremendous amount of damage, and is your main damage output on a land. So the more smash attacks you can get out, the better. And then you have your Pummel Storm, which is 2 light attacks and a smash, which is this. It's an alright move. It has a pretty good chance of knocking down, but it is not that great of damage, and takes a little bit longer than your first one to get out for smash attacks to get Gliding Fury procs. Then the third one is going to be 3 light attacks and a smash, which is 720 degrees of AoE spin. It's not much range on it, but if you're going through a group of mobs, it almost will guarantee you a proc of a Gliding Fury if you have a good chance to crit, which I have 40 right now, plus my crit strike is at rank 8 or 9 right now, which gives me another 18%. So you have a good chance of getting Gliding Fury to do a tremendous amount of damage. Then your final smash is called 1,000 Needles, which is this right here, where all you do is you press left click constantly, and it'll keep stabbing constantly. There's 2 endings to it. Before rank 9, this is all it's going to be. It's just a double sweep cut across. And then at rank 9, you smash into the ground. Problem with this is exactly like Hurricane, where you take far too long to get it out to be viable in boss fights most of the time, unless they're knocked down. And even then, they really don't do that much damage compared to Gliding Fury. You're much better off just constantly do light smash attacks like this one to get Gliding Fury procs. So you basically do light damage very quickly to get everything in order for a Gliding Fury, which, I guess, as I said before, is the highest damage output for a land. And land also has 2 or 3 more smash attacks with swords. You have the standing smash, which is this, which is you're stuck in place to charge the sword if you want to do full damage output on it. You can just do a quick one like this, which I find is useful if you're getting another smash attack if your Gliding Fury didn't proc off of that signature move right there. Because all you do is hit smash again right afterward. And usually you can get another Gliding Fury in one of those if you have high enough crit. But the charge version is almost completely useless. It locks you in place, and that is the actual death of land right there. If you're staying in place, you're doing something very, very bad. And then you also have your charging smash, where you sprint and then smash, and then you'll just stab in the direction you're running in. It's nice if you are initiating a fight, but other than that, it's not real practical. It uses a good chunk of stam, and there's far better uses for that stamina. Okay, we're going to move on to spears now. Oh wait, no. One more thing with this. You have double crescent with swords, where after slip dash, you hit right click to do another similar move to this one as well. This one has a very high chance of knocking down, though, and has 2 smash attacks linked to it. So again, 2 chances to proc Gliding Fury. Now we move on to spears. which is the higher DPS output due to this little buff right here called Fury Infusion, which I brought up earlier. You get 22% chance to crit and 900 attack power at the final rank, which is rank 9. Which also, instead of being stuck in one place, you can actually cast it on the move, like this. The reason why it is, besides the buff, you actually refill your stamina bar completely, no matter what it's at, with this move. So you can almost be constantly DPSing with this spell. The downside is that you will take about 90 health points off every time you cast it. But that usually is not a problem in raids, because most of the time you will have an Eevee with you, because it's a very, very highly played class now, to keep your health up. Also with the potions as well. Obviously always keep those in stock and in your inventory at all times, so you can keep that Fury Infusion going, keep your DPS up. And then the moveset for Spearland is slightly different. It's still the same button order, just different attacks. You have your left click, right click, it connects your spears together and then does a 360 spin forward. There's 3 smash attacks linked to this one, so you have 3 chances to get Gliding Fury proc on this, as long as all 3 of them connect. This is the most common attack you'll see on a good LAN fighting bosses, because you'll be doing this and then it's doing that, smashing, getting out, unless a Gliding Fury procs. And then a Gliding Fury, then dash or dodge out, and then wait for stamina recharge and basically repeat the process usually, unless the boss is stunned, etc. Then you can get in there with other heavier smash attacks. And the next is the Trash Clearer, which is 2 light attacks and a right and a smash, where you do a 250-degree arc forward that will sweep across the entire, or right in front of you. It's great for getting a Gliding Fury proc and trash mobs. And after that, you have Moon Splitter, which is 3 light attacks, and then hold down smash attack. This is the highest DPS output as long as it's maxed, and you get all the hits on a single target. But it does lack super armor, so if something hits you, you do get knocked out of it, which is the downside to Moon Splitter. It is a higher DPS output single target than Hurricane, which is this move right here. But again, it lacks super armor. For Hurricane, what super armor means for it is you cannot get knocked out of it unless the boss hits you so hard it breaks the super armor check, which usually will almost kill you. So if you're spinning on a boss like that and knocks you out of super armor, learn from that mistake. Don't spin on that boss again unless it's stunned. Other than that, it's just basically practice getting timing down for LAN. Choose your playstyle. Both have their advantages. No such thing as better than the other, because Spearlands, more often than not, will just die, and Swordlands will live, but they will do less damage. But the problem is, if a Spearland's dead, they're not doing damage. So if you're having trouble dying, go with swords. Get them ranked up. Get that slip dash. Try them out. Give both a chance. Though you'll like spears more because it's flashier and does more damage, you're not going to have fun being dead. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. This is Jorkin, signing off.
キラキラダイヤモンド輝く星のように